Yo, yo, it's your boy, Chris, and we back here with another one. If you made it back to the channel, you know I do appreciate that. You know I do appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Let's see. So real quick, I mean, this was gonna be originally just like a whole ode, a whole homage tribute to LA, to California, to the Bay, to the beaches, to the city, to the town, you feel me? But I didn't want to go that route because I started getting sad talking about how much I missed it. So instead, this is just a recommendation. If you looking for some good Mexican food in Dallas Fort Worth area, man, you gotta try DFW, Dallas Fort Worth El Paisa. It is a Mexican chain out here. It's a smaller chain at that. It's a franchise, but I'll tell you what, there's one spot I frequent, but I went to a second location just to check it out, and boy, they are consistent. My order is the carne asada lunch plate, beans, rice, carne asada, got the grilled onions, and you know me, I'm missing California. I'm a California thoroughbred. You do feel that. So I got to get me the sliced radish, got to get me the pickled onion, pickled carrot. You feel me? The salsa de aguacate, the pico de gallo, and of course it's just mandatory the lime, cilantro, and onion. That's pretty much everywhere. I think that's pretty basic. I'm not gonna say that's Californian, but you know me, I gotta do the you know what I'm saying, the corn tortillas, extra order corn tortillas. I'm eating mad tacos. I'm eating hella tacos. You feel me? Anyways, and I just want to back this story up a little bit because I'm not necessarily a foodie. I'm not big on food. I don't really see what's the big deal. You eat it and it's gone. You got to eat every day. I'm not too entertained, or I don't get fulfillment from eating. There's so much other things that I feel like are cooler. And I'll tell you what, I want to say the reason why I feel like I have the credentials to speak on what's good and what's not regarding food, even though I'm not a foodie, is because I've been a connoisseur of sorts for different types of, let's call it genres of life, right? For different things. Okay. So for one, music. I mean, back in the day, I was making playlists for businesses, like, little bar type of, you know what I mean, party type of vibes. I was curating playlists for them, getting paid. You feel me? Got to do that. If you do anything good, you don't do it for free. Free game for you right there. But what else? Back in college, I was a little, you know what I mean, radio DJ, broadcasting 3 counties. You feel me? Santa Cruz. What else? And I mean, I even make my own music. And when I was sharing my playlist, just personal playlists, I was sharing with people. Everybody agreed. Everybody has agreed with me that I got some, you know what I mean, unique and good taste. That's what I've been told. That's not my words. That's others. Just take it as you will. You feel me? I'm not bragging. That's just what I've been told. But what else? And then, when I was in the Bay, living in Oakland, working in San Francisco at a little fine dining spot, you feel me? They had a sommelier there, and I got gamed up on some wine. I had to take a trip up to Napa. Yeah, so I knew my, you know what I mean? I knew my grapes a little bit. You feel me? Oregon Pinot Noirs, man, depending on the year, it really depends on the year, but something about that volcanic ash in the soil on the certain type of mountain climate, highly mineral, high minerality in the soil, it really does something to the grapes. If you know, you know. What else? Oh, and then me coming from the Bay, bro. I mean, I'm not really proud to brag about this one, but coming from the Bay, your boy was quite a connoisseur of cannabis as well. So, you know what I mean? That's the motherland. That's the Mecca, you know what I'm saying, for that. And that's the life that's behind me now. But yeah, I knew my strains, I knew my flavors, could taste the cleanliness, I could taste if it's greenhouse or if it's, Indo. And when I say Indo, I'm saying indoor, like as in growing indoor, or if it's outdoor, these things. I mean, these things are not connoisseur level, but these are little, those. That's a start, right? And perfumery. In most recent years, it's been perfumery. Your boy is low key become a little bit of a frag head. I like me some fragrances. I kind of dabbling around in the perfumery. Point being, I've been known to have a particular taste when it comes to these things. That's why I say that you can trust me when I tell you that this food smacks, bro. And whenever I'm missing California, I gotta hit up El Paisa, bro, for them carne asada tacos, that carne asada lunch plate. Anyways, guys, this is basically just me sharing my love for El Paisa, just a little recommendation. If you're trying to get some good Mexican food, Yeah, man. I mean, they got a bunch of other stuff too. They do good like sopes and stuff like that. I always see people order the menudo there. But you feel me? I'm not a big soup guy. You know, for me, I need them tacos, and something about them tacos, it takes me back to LA, takes me back to Lake Merritt, Tacos Mi Rancho. You feel me? With that amazing California climate, I call it $1 million weather. You know, everyone says it's so expensive out there. I said you get what you pay for. You feel me? It's a sunshine tax, and people call it a tax, but people say it's expensive. I say that's regular. That's how I grew up. So for me, that's normal. And anyways, I don't want to elaborate further on that. But if you made it this far, guys, I appreciate you. And if you love Mexican food or you have a good spot in the Dallas Fort Worth area you recommend, put it down in the comments. You feel me? Anyways, thank you for checking out this video. If you like this, you want some more, you want to rock with me, just like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. Anyways, y'all, wherever you at in the stratosphere, I hope you're doing well. God bless. Yay!